Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Nothing better than pregame festivities for the World Series. Game 3 is coming up next. Welcome into Busch Stadium in downtown St. Louis. The World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Seattle Mariners taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Sciambi. We're looking forward to what's sure to be a dramatic Game 3, Chris.
Well, when a team starts a series on the road and comes away with a split in the first 2 games, they've essentially taken over home field advantage. So the last thing these guys want to do now, right back by dropping this one. And these fans know that just as much as the players.
And the atmosphere here is electric. And this figures to be about as intense as postseason baseball gets. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. First pitch moments away. And for the Cardinals here this afternoon, it's Miles Mikolas.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
0-2 now. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. The pitch. That one missed.
2 strikes.
The 1-2. Swings and misses. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Hard ground ball, base knock.
He was all over that one. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. And now for Seattle, Cal Raleigh. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Mikolas, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, a curve, and he works in a changeup. Glove flip for 1 onto Goldschmidt. That's 2. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Now the Cardinals will see what they can do. There's no score. Back here in St. Louis and towing the slab, Luis Castillo. What should we keep an eye on here?
He touched the 9th inning his last time out. Really wanted the complete game. Didn't get it, but he did get the W. They'd love to see him pitch deep into this one again.
Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled. Luis Castillo, a guy who debuted in 2017 with the Reds at 24 years old, multiple All-Star appearances, traded to the Mariners at the deadline in 2022. You think about that triple-digit fastball, but the changeup is the thing that stands out.
Yeah, and you could argue that he's got the best changeup in baseball. From the right side, it's like a Bugs Bunny pitch and works so well off of his fastball.
Foul ball. They say you win.
2 strikes.
Next one just misses. And it's 2-2. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in a lineup to start an inning, you got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Next pitch misses, and that's ball 1. And that's outside. The 2-1. And a strike in there.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
And that one is lifted in the air. Hernandez makes the catch. And that is that. So the Cards are kept quiet through 1. On to the second from St. Louis on the show. No score. And welcome back. Top of the second. So now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Teoscar Hernandez. In the air out towards right center. Walker makes the grab. 1 down. Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. Pitch misses there. Ball 1. Swings through that one.
Got some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far moving the ball around nicely.
Assigned to home plate duty is Ricky Holiday.
Boog, and something I've heard players saying about Ricky's strike zone is how he will call the high strike. That could be something that's tough to deal with, especially if you've got a guy out there coming at you with high velocity.
1-2 here. Fights it off. He'll see another. And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. Swing and a ball lifted left field. O'Neill makes the catch. 2 away down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
The wind and the pitch. Strike 2.
Hurt yourself swinging at that and missing.
On the ground right side, and it goes just foul. Left-hand batter waits. In the air right field. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Mariners go down quietly there. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here at the ballpark, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now up the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Jordan Walker. Gets the call. It's 0-1. Castillo, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a sinker, a changeup, and he works in a slider. The pitch. Out to short, Crawford. Over to first. That's 1 out, the bottom of the second. And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. In there, and it's 0-1. Singy, what's your take on Wilson Contreras going from Cubs to Cardinals? You usually don't see players sign free agent-wise in that direction. I mean, one of the guys that comes to mind in terms of moving from one rival to another when Johnny Damon left the Red Sox. The 1-1 is fouled off. And the pitch.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. It's like Red Sox Yankees. You don't leave one for the other in free agency. And for Wilson Contreras to go to the Cardinals, boy, oh boy, I tell you what, when he comes back to Chicago, he's going to get a very warm welcome in the wrong way.
Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. On the ground. Oh, the throw is over his head. Here's Tyler O'Neill. Next offering is in for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
And the righty deals. Battling here as he fouls it away. Contreras stands at first with 1 out. Struck him out looking with the off-speed stuff. Here's Nolan Gorman. Castillo will look to first. Contreras back in standing. Smoked on the ground to second. They take the force out. Out number 3. 1 error in the inning, but nothing more. We head on now to the top of the 3rd. We're tied 0-0. Back here in St. Louis, and now the first baseman, Ty France. Here comes a pitch. And that one fouled off. That misses the zone, and the count even 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Right-hander kicks, deals. That misses the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Pulls the string with the changeup, struck him out. And stepping in for the Mariners, Dominic Canzone. In the air, left field. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
It's a little drop and drive on that swing. Backside collapsing just a little bit. Trying to put the ball in the air.
Here's Josh Rojas. Up the middle. On the run. Throw to first. And the inning is over. Nobody left for Seattle. And we're still knotted at 0. As we go to the last of the 3rd. Here's the 3rd baseman, Nolan Arenado. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. Nolan Arenado, for all of the success he's had at the plate and all the All-Star appearances, Singy, he's won the Gold Glove every year that he has been in the league. He's going to go down as one of, if not the greatest defensive 3rd baseman of all time. The 1-2.
Well, he's one of those players, if you're on the opposing team, you essentially say don't hit it to 3rd. Don't even try to bunt it to 3rd because you're going to be out. He is that prolific as a 3rd baseman.
And a payoff pitch. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Now up for St. Louis, Mason Wynn. First offering misses the mark. Wynn, just 21 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick in 2020. So 2 balls and no strikes. And that's a little bit high. Next pitch in for a strike, 3-1. One down, base is empty. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And he deals. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Back-to-back strikeouts. Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. And here comes Tommy Edman. And first offering is fouled off. Righty to the plate. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Inning over.
I think the key is arm action on the changeup. When you can sell it like a fastball, you drop the velocity, you get the swing and miss, and you walk off the field.
On to the fourth, and the batter will be the shortstop, J.P. Crawford. The pitch. Good eye right there.
Well, these Mariners, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Time called. The wind of the pitch. That one misses. It's 2-2.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
And up next for Seattle, Julio Rodriguez. There's a swing and a drive. That's back. And that one is going to go. He flexes his power with that swing. The Mariners strike first. It's 1-0. He ambushed him right there, Siggy.
Yeah, swinging on that first pitch, and I think losing one over the fence is exactly what he had in mind as well. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Now the Mariners catcher, Cal Raleigh. He hit into a double play his first time up. And that one wrapped foul. And a pitch.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
And here it comes. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The pitch. Up and in. 1-2 the count. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Guys become defensive, and all of a sudden, for the hitter, that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. Flied out his first time. High fly ball down the left field line. And wow, that one is way out of here. He circles the bases, and they tack on to their lead. It's 3-0.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Here's Jared Kelenic. 0 for 1 so far. In there for strike one. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. And that's a 2-out double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
So digging in, Ty France. Smash to the left side. Arenado to first in time. And that is that. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. It's now 3-0. You're watching the World Series on the show. Back here at Busch Stadium, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Paul Goldschmidt. Strike on the inside corner.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Kicks and fires. Liner, base hit.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at-bat. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Oh, 2 now. In the air, center field. Rodriguez heads towards it. Makes the grab on the run. And there's one down. And next is the Cardinals 4-hitter, Jordan Walker. First pitch just misses. Goldie over at first with one away. Next one misses, and the count is 2-0. And there's a strike. Dive, and he's got it. The throw, Suarez over to second, double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. One hit in the inning, but no one left. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Mariners 3 and the Cardinals nothing. Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's the left fielder, Dominic Canzone. And a pitch. That one ripped right center field. That's down. One hops off the wall. And just a single as they hustle the ball back to the infield.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
And here is Josh Rojas. That hits the dirt. 1-0. And he takes a strike. Tap to first. Goldie. Toss to second. Throw to first, but he beat it. Back to the top of the lineup. And now the shortstop, J.P. Crawford. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
That one ripped. Palacios going back on this one, and it's gone. With one swing, he quiets the crowd, and they add a couple more. It's 5-0.
Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. He gave it a great effort, but you know, those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
And now here is Julio Rodriguez. And that one hammered. This one's got a chance. Out of here. Another one. Back-to-back homers. His second home run of the game, and they add on. It's 6-0. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. New pitcher for the Cardinals, Dakota Hudson. He's into the game with the bases empty. Next to hit, Cal Raleigh. And it's fouled away. And the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Well, we can see him muscle up a little bit. He's trying to hit the ball a mile. Got to make sure that he stays within himself so that those mechanics can allow him to hit the ball a long way.
And he asks for time before the 0-2 pitch. And a rope into center field, base hit.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
And now Teoscar Hernandez, 1 for 2. On the ground to the left. Fires over to first. And Hernandez is out. And now for Seattle, Eugenio Suarez. He's already homered in this game. And a foul ball left side.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
And now the count is even. Movement in the bullpen for the Cardinals. Matthew Liberatore getting ready to go.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Right-handed reliever. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. And a ball evens the count. Raleigh on at second with 2 down. That misses, and that's ball 3. Bounce to the left side. Sends it to first. Inning over, and it could have been worse. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. It's now a 6-0 ball game. Back here in St. Louis, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. The right-hander back to work. And a swing and a miss there.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some guys. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse, go after hitters and get quick outs.
The pitch. And fouled off. Next pitch inside, and the count's full. And there's ball 4.
Well, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Next offering is fouled back. Tyler O'Neill, you look at that frame and you know he's got some power, but also an excellent defender. He's won multiple Gold Gloves. But speaking of that frame, his dad Terry was the 1975 Mr. Canada top bodybuilder. The pitch.
Nope, outside.
Caught him looking for the K.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Well, what's impressive for me with Tyler O'Neill is just the athleticism. You talk about that frame, and yeah, he is a muscle-bound player, but he's also flexible. So you see him do some things, hitting, can go the opposite field, plays a Gold Glove caliber left field. So, yeah, don't be fooled by the big muscles.
That just misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Man at first. Here's Nolan Arenado. Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0. And he flips a breaking ball in there, or a changeup.
Either one. Something off speed. Good arm action on it. Whatever it was.
Brings it in for the 3rd out. The Cards leave one. They still find themselves down 6-0. Welcome back. All set for the top of the 6th. In now is the Mariners DH, Jared Kellner. The wind of the pitch. There's a strike. Hudson, 28 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2016. Liner snagged at first.
Yikes, that ball was scorched, an absolute missile, and it almost becomes self-defense as the fielder. When one of those things comes screaming towards you, watch your lips.
France in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Now a screamer into the outfield. And makes the grab. And there are 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Dominic Canzone up next for the Mariners. And a foul ball. Canzone in his rookie season, 25 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2019. And a ground ball to first. He takes it on his own, and that's the 3rd out. So they go quietly there. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Mariners 6 and the Cardinals nothing. Back here at the ballpark, bottom of the 6th. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Mason Wynn. In for a strike. 0-1.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Struck him out without a swing. Froze him with the heater at the knees. Tommy Edman at the plate. And the pitch is in for a strike. 0-1.
I always remember watching Johan Santana pitch, and when he was in his prime, you would see a lot of guys out in front, right-handers pulling that change up in the stands and then fouling the fastball the opposite field up into the stands.
Next offering misses, and a count 1-2. That's to third. Tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate.
Really nice swing in his last at bat. Shot a line drive into center field.
Swing and a line drive. Base hit out into center field. And that keeps the inning alive. So up next, Richie Palacios. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Palacios measures 5 feet 10 inches, 180 pounds, and they traded for him earlier this year. Base hit. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Back-to-back singles. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
Next offering is in for a strike. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Castillo will look to first, and he's back in there. Two outs. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a 1-2 again.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. So the Cards strand a couple. Still up against a 6-0 deficit. Back here in St. Louis, now it's the second baseman, Josh Rojas. And the pitch. Slider misses outside.
If you're the pitcher, you've got to go right at this guy. It's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
And he was nowhere near that one for strike 1. Left-hand hitter waits. And strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swung on, belted. That one carrying. And out of here. A solo shot. And they boost their lead. It's 7-0.
For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
J.P. Crawford will hit next. He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off. And the right-hander deals. And that one is in for a strike.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
And the 0-2. Ground ball up the middle. Edmonds slings to first. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball. And then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
The pitch. That one is hammered right field. Walker going back some more, racing back some more. Oh, he can't bring it in.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
No strike.
Swing and a miss.
Not sure exactly what he was thinking there. Good sinker ball pitcher goes with the fastball in a double play situation when he needs something on the ground.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Rodriguez at first, one gone. Got him swinging.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. But he holds up at first. Good play out there to cut it off.
Waste no time there. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
And now, Eugenio Suarez. First offering misses the mark. This one popped up. Goldie brings it in, and that is that. The Mariners pick up a run thanks to this solo homer. It's now 7-0. This is the World Series on the show. And welcome back. Bottom of the seventh, and now the Cardinals catcher, Wilson Contreras. Fouled off. He was late. The wind of the pitch. Top of the zone for a strike. 0-2 now. And now 1-2. Righty delivers. Goes down looking. So he gets the call and picks up the strikeout looking.
Sometimes with a good hitter at the plate, he'll be the one to get the benefit of the doubt if he lays off on a close pitch like that, but just not right there. Strike zone definitely expanded a little bit with 2 strikes.
Canzone makes the grab. 2 down. 2 outs. Base is empty. Nolan Gorman now at the plate. First pitch, and he just misses. And a foul ball. The line to kick the pitch. That misses, and that's ball 2. Foul ball there. Kicks and deals. Next offering is outside. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Oh, he earned his trip to first right there. It's not easy laying off pitches that just miss the zone like that. And it's a real discipline as well. He's put a lot of work into that aspect of his game, and it paid off right there.
And the righty deals. High fly ball out to center field. Can't field it cleanly. And up next for St. Louis, Mason Wynn. And first offering is fouled off. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's got a chance. And forget it. So he leaves the yard to left, and they're chipping away. It's 7-3. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in it.
And here is Tommy Edman. First offering, and it just misses. That one pushed to the left and foul. Here's a 1-1. Check swing, no appeal.
Oh, this guy's going to have to slow things down. There's no reason for him to even check swing on that pitch. It was never even close.
swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup. St. Louis gets 3 on the homer. It's now a 4-run lead at 7-3.
Just some places we go. Just some whips we roll. Oh, always we know.
Back here at Busch Stadium. And now Jared Kelenic. Hudson back to work. Clips the corner. That's strike 1. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Ty France up next for the Mariners. First pitch doesn't find the zone. There's a strike.
That's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
In the dirt, no movement. Now a ball and 2 strikes. Next pitch is outside. And now it's filled up. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
So digging in, Dominic Canzone, 1 for 3. And he grounds one back up the middle, and a base hit right there. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Here's the second baseman, Josh Rojas. And first offering is fouled off. At the belt and fires. And that's in for a strike.
You need a strikeout, when you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
The 1-2. Got it by him for the K.
Well, that was perfect execution of that curveball. Down and in, he gets it out of the danger zone, and you really can't do it much better than that. It's in the zone the entire way, so you have to swing as a hitter, but then it just falls off.
Popped up, and the infield fly rule call. And now the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez.
Really good piece of hitting last time, going to the opposite field.
And first offering is fouled off.
Love how the guy out there in the mound did not panic after loading the bases. Went right to work, got 2 quick outs, and he's got to bear down just to get one more and get out of this inning.
And he asks for time now. Chance to take a breath with the bases loaded. That's off the mark. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
2 outs. Bases are full. This one in the air right field. And that'll get down for a hit. And the postseason success continues for him.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Really not a pitch you want to swing at if you don't have to, because it's almost impossible to hit anything that far inside with any type of authority. That one tied him up, but still able to guide it into the outfield somehow.
Jacob Barnes into the game.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way, because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now.
No doubt swinging for a 4-run homer right there.
That one misses. Going to count 1-2. Now he steps out as time is granted. Bases loaded. 2 down. That misses the zone, and the count is 2-2.
You see how the catcher wanted that pitch up and in. Want to try to tie him up. That's the one thing we're seeing, that high fastball. You have to get it up there because of how hitters have changed their swings.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. 1 run across. Throw in holds that trail runner at third base. They're at the corners with 2 away.
Picks himself up an RBI. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Next offering is in for a strike. And he deals.
1 ball.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Right-handed reliever. That one missing inside. Time called. The 2-2 will have to wait just a second. Canzone, the runner at third. Rodriguez at second. Raleigh on at first with 2 down. Good eye right there. Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
That's a tough one to swallow right there. If you're on the mound, you're ahead in the count 0-2, and you just couldn't find a way to put them away. It's going to be frustrating if that one comes back to bite him.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Eugenio Suarez. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. Next offering is fouled back. And down on strikes he goes. Good job at damage control right there. So they get 3 runs in the inning, but they also leave the bases loaded. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Mariners 10 and the Cardinals 3. Back here in St. Louis, ready for the bottom of the 8th. And here's the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Fought off foul. Here comes the 0-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And that misses off the outside edge. Not close with that one. 3 balls and a strike. And a pitch. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Payoff pitch. That one lifted to left. Canzone makes the catch, and there's 1 down.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
And first offering is fouled off. Right-hander kicks, deals. That clips the corner. And 1-2.
I don't know how you take that one after the called strike on the corner, just a little bit off the edge.
Palacios checks his swing. Appeal down to third, and that's going to be ruled a swing. Jordan Walker digs in now. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
0-2 is the count.
The 0-2. And downstairs.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And delivers outside. Walker checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. Did not go. The wind of the pitch. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. And that's ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Slice down the right side. The 0-2. He goes down looking. So one left for the Cardinals. Not what they were looking for. It's 10-3. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Jake Woodford.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Kelman stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Here comes a pitch. Ground ball, Goldie. And they get the leadoff man in the ninth. And now the first baseman, Ty France. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Movement in the bullpen. Giovanni Gallegos up and loosening in the pen. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Chance to collect himself now as he asks for time. The pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. Next pitch is in the dirt, and the count 1-2. And now 2-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Left-hand batter waits. There's the strike. Time asked for at the plate. Maybe an attempt to break up the rhythm that he's got going on the mound right now. And here it comes. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And a pitch. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Time called. Chance to collect himself down 0-2. The pitch. Outside.
2 strikes.
Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. And he calls for time now in the box. A chance to collect himself in the middle of this long at-bat. The pitch. That's a little bit low.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Ripped to short. Over to Goldie. And that'll do it. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the ninth. It's the Mariners 10 and the Cardinals 3. Last chance for the home team. Now the left fielder, Tyler O'Neill. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. And a good eye there. Next offering is in for a strike.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
I think he might have gotten away with one right there. That was a very hittable pitch right over the heart of the plate, and I know that batter is kicking himself right now. Would like to get that pitch again. Just pulled the string on it, and the deception gets him the K.
That misses the zone. Ball 2. There's a strike. The 2-1. And there's a ball. And he walked him.
Ball 4.
Well, he's been in a very giving mood today.
Arenado, batting with one down, takes a strike. Castillo will look to first. Gorman back easily. Here's your 1. Line drive. Base hit as he pulls up short. Into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out.
Everything came together for him. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle. Allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer. And he hit the ball on the screws.
Next offering way off the plate. Gorman at third. Arenado over at first with 1 away. The 1-1 is fouled off. Oh, and he hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
I don't care what some players might say. Nobody likes getting hit by a pitch unless you're in an 0-2 count and there's a knuckleballer out there on the mound.
Edman stands in now and watches strike 1. In the air, left field. He's got it. Runner tags for home. And here's Paul Goldschmidt. And first offering is fouled off. 2 on, 2 outs. Way out front for strike 2.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Right through there, got him. And that is the ball game.
Game threes are very critical when you have a series tied at 1-1 because you put yourself up. Anytime you go down, you're always chasing. When you're up in the series, you feel like you're in the driver's seat. Nice win today.
Is how it ends. Roger Dodger ground beef control. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.